Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another Daily Destiny with Jessie B. I am Jessie Christensen. And how amazing would that be to be described as a man or woman who is after God's own heart? And this morning, I want to talk about and introduce a man named David in the Bible who was described as a man after God's own heart and one of the most beloved persons in the entire Bible. So good morning, Brooke. Welcome. And so I want to start with in Acts 13:22, and it says, this is God saying, I have found David, son of Jesse, a man after my own heart. He will do everything I want him to do. In another translations, it says, I have found David, son of Jesse, a man after my own heart. Conforming to my will and purposes, he will do all my will. And guess what? God is still looking for men and women whose hearts reflect the passion and God is seeking to show himself to those whose hearts are completely his. Listen to this. So in 2 Chronicles 16:9, it says, for the eyes of the Lord move to and fro throughout the earth, so that he may support those whose heart is completely his. So the search party is still going on. And God is always on alert to support. Some other translations say to strengthen, to confirm, to repair, to cure, to encourage, to establish, and show himself strong. And so if God is going to provide all of this, I sure want to see God in my everyday life. Don't you? And so God desires to make himself known to us, but he first desires to find somebody who is completely and fully passionate for him, like David was. And so now David's heart was different from others because David had a prepared heart. And now we can learn a lot from how his heart became prepared to attract God's attention. And so this morning, I want to encourage you guys to read Psalm 23. It was written by David. And then I want you to write down everything in this psalm that reveals about what David believed about God and what characterized David's lifestyle. And you will find a man who trusted God, who led a quiet devotion, who pursued holiness, who was thankful, who remained consistently devoted to God regardless of life's circumstances. And so I want to end with this. I want to end with good news, is that David was not born with supernatural powers for the ability to do things better than we can. But David recognized that he was just an ordinary man like you and I. And David had sin like we all do. And we all needed the redemption of God's grace. And so any good thing that God saw in David's heart was there as a result of David's response to God's work in him. And so we too must choose to respond so our hearts might capture the attention of God like David's did. And so I want to thank you guys for joining me this morning. Thanks, Lisette, I see you. Alicia, thank you. Allison, Leanne, good morning. Thank you guys for joining me this morning. And if you have missed any videos so far, any Daily Destiny with Jessie B, you can head on over to my website at jessiebchristensen.com and catch up on more videos and find more encouragement. And so I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I will see you guys tomorrow. And remember that you are worthy, you are beautiful, and you are strong. All right, bye-bye, you guys.